It's your boy, Ed the Dread, a.k.a. Eddie Money Mouth. And you are tuned in to the Money Mouth Podcast. Yes, sir. Welcome to another Money Mouth Monday. I am here with another person. It's not a solo shot today.
How you doing, Edward?
I'm doing great. I'm here with the man, the myth, the ledge, the one all of you have been asking for me to interview. My own damn Pops. Yeah, what's up, Pops?
Hey, Edward. How you doing,
Oh, we here at Pops' crib in Delaware.
MIlton, Delaware.
MIlton, Delaware.
MIlton, Delaware.
Okay, he ain't gonna give you the address because he don't want you showing up or nothing. But as you see, the backdrop is a little different. We've got some different sport accolades in the back. A nice fireplace, which we don't want to heat up because it's still summertime.
Yeah, a hot one this year.
Hot one this year?
Hot one this year.
Hotter than normal?
Hotter than normal.
Come on out to Maui. We put you on the west side. See how you feel.
No, I don't think so.
He's gonna pass.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna kick this one off with a question that, I think a lot of young people nowadays, my generation, the generation before me, have for their parents. And that is, did you actually walk uphill in the snow both ways?
Barefoot.
And barefoot.
And barefoot. Yeah, we had it tough back in the 20th
Oh,
century.
man. So who told you that to begin with? Somebody say that mess to you?
Probably my father.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm speaking on that to interlude into a story that he's going to have to tell you because this is probably one of the most absurd things that I've ever heard. Again, he's told me that he's walked uphill both ways to get to school, to get to whatever, barefoot in the snow, even though it's summer.
Occasionally backwards.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
Occasionally backwards.
Sometimes on the hands. Yeah.
But I heard this crazy rumor, which he told us when we were playing Michigan Rummy with my aunts about 2 weeks ago, which was he could make his bed while still being in it as a kid.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I was kind of a neat Nick. Still am, really. Ask anybody. But yeah, I mean, it was one of the chores you kind of dreaded. Like, you always had to make your bed.
Yeah.
You don't want your mother, busting your balls. And so, like, I figured, I'd save time in the morning. Just make my bed before I get out of it. And, like, it worked for a while. I mean, I was like 10 years old, maybe.
Walk us through that. How do you make your bed while you're still in it?
Okay. Well, my bed was always made like with, I don't know what they call them, hospital corners or something, how they...
Yeah, like tucked under?
Tucked under.
Okay.
So your sheets tucked under and your blanket was just laying on top. But like, I never was a rough sleeper. So I would get up in the morning, wake up in the morning, and with your feet, just like spread the sheet out, corner to corner.
Okay.
Pull it up, like, over your head, and then get the blanket up to your chin. Fold the sheet back over, so you're laying in bed, like, with the bed already made. Fold a flap over from the side that you get out of. Fold a flap over, and like, get out, and your bed's made.
Oh, my God.
And turn down for the next evening. It's like, But there's another part to it, though. I mean,
what's the other part?
I thought I'd save time also by, like, getting dressed for school the night before. So sleeping in my clothes. No.
So you put your clothes on first, then got in the bed.
My next day's school clothes, yeah.
Then made your bed in your school clothes for the day while in bed. Yeah. How much time did this save overall in all of middle school?
None, because then you get up, your clothes are all wrinkled, and your mother's not letting you go to school with wrinkled clothes on, so you got to take them off, get new clothes, and put them on.
Saved 0 time.
No, it added time on, actually. It didn't work out as planned. It was a good idea. Like, thinking about it, it was a good idea. But
oh, dude, I don't know if I ever thought about that. Like, I'm definitely in the world of saving time, but that's why.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, but that didn't last long.
Okay.
So kind of grew out of that one.
Yeah.
Real fast.
That's it. That's the beginning of some things we'll talk about from this man's childhood. Now, looking behind us, we've got a track spike, relay baton, and a baseball.
Yeah.
What sports did you play when you were growing up?
Started out figure skating at age 4.
Oh, that was the same as me.
Right. Well, that's why we started you like that. But we,
Imagine that.
yeah, my aunt, my father's sister, and my grandmother were both members of the Washington Figure Skating Club.
Okay.
Back in the, I guess it'd be like 30s and 40s.
Oh, shit.
Like,
Holler,
maybe
30s and 40s.
20s, 30s, 40s, late 20s, 30s and 40s, and on. I mean, and so we all started, they had us started skating at 4, my sisters and I.
Wow.
So I skated with the Washington Figure Skating Club until like, I don't know, for like 6 years, to like age 10. But also in between there, I was playing Boys Club baseball. Your father coached us for a few years. Baseball, Boys Club baseball.
My grandfather coached you.
Yeah. Boys Club football.
Okay.
A couple years of ice hockey. And then 9th grade started the whole running thing.
All right.
So past 9th grade, it was just running. Maybe a year of baseball in there in like 9th grade, but 10th grade on was like just running. Nothing,
all right, and then that was it, right? Then you
Nothing
you just continued running.
Yeah.
All right. So out of those sports you played before running, what was one of your most memorable moments from youth baseball, pee-wee baseball, or football, or ice hockey, or whatever it was?
Yeah, I mean, ice hockey was like not a whole lot of memories because like there's only like 3 years of that, and the first 2 years was instructional basically, because like we started the whole in Montgomery County, Maryland, the Wheaton Blue Devils, I think we were called.
Yeah.
We were the first people that was just an instructional league. About a 3rd or 4th year of Wheaton, they got big enough where they were in a league.
This dude started the Wheaton League.
Yeah, but we played against a couple good teams. I don't think we ever won anything.
Yeah.
But it was fun, learning the game. And
All right, what about baseball?
baseball, I played for like from age 6 maybe to 13, 12, whatever your 9th grade is, I think.
Yeah.
And like 4 of those years, your grandfather was our coach, and we had a real good team. We had a core of guys that were on the team for that duration, and we had some good times at baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one of my most memorable things about playing baseball was like we had a fabulous catcher, had a real strong arm. He could throw a guy out. I played second base, so I was involved in like a lot of double play game.
Okay.
Action.
Double play action.
So like I'd get the ball at second from the catcher, who had a rifle arm. But one time we ended a game or ended an inning, I think probably, on a double play, where the other opposing coach really wasn't thinking, I guess, or didn't know much about the game, but we had one out on their team. They had a guy on first base and a guy up to bat, of course. I'm trying to remember the story. Well, anyway, he strikes out the batter. He strikes the batter, but he had the guy on first base had the steal sign.
Okay.
So the guy on first base started stealing once the ball was delivered from the pitcher, struck the batter out and threw him out at second, double play, ending the inning.
Dang.
And then I remember going back to we didn't have a dugout. We just sat on the bench. It was a sand lot.
Yeah. Oh, sand lot.
But like I remember like tagging the guy out and throwing him out at first, and then running back to the
dugout, to the not dugout.
Yeah, to the dugout, and somehow I got the ball back. I think after the double play, the first baseman threw the ball back to me, as we were leaving the field, and I just like rolled the ball back to the mound. Rather than just a big celebration and everybody hollering, screaming, and after the game, your grandfather said like that was like, real, I don't know, getting kind of emotional about it, but like sportsman like.
Yeah, he had some swag about you, like you knew it was. Yeah. Act like you've been there before, and just give it back to him instead of getting crazy.
Other than that, I was like one of the fastest kids. So every time I got on base, I stole. I stole second.
He's just stealing.
No. I mean,
he was the sandlot guy.
Your grandfather was coaching third, and so we had basically like 4 different signals. We had steal, and for the batter, take the pitch, or we hit and run, and a couple of but every time I got on base, I knew this was coming. this was steel.
Okay. Now you got the sign. He's giving up the sign.
But we changed them up. Or sometimes this was steel. But it was always, and before the game started, my father would say, okay, now everybody watch me at third base. Your signal's going to come either before or after I touch the brim of my cap. So he'll do all these signals, touch his cap. The very next signal would be the one you're supposed to.
So all the others is a fake out.
But even though we were just kids, you didn't know that coach was smart enough to try, get our, steal our signals.
Yeah.
But we had we learned the game. He was a good instructor.
Yeah. Nice.
We learned the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll touch on running a little later.
One more thing.
Yeah.
About stealing. Not only did I steal second or third, I stole home.
Oh, he stole home.
Stole home.
He is Benny from the Sandlot.
That's how smart your grandfather was as a coach.
How'd you steal at home?
Well, I'm on third base, and you take a lead off the bag when the pitcher's going, doing his stretch or and he would throw and pitch the ball, and the team we were playing, the catcher was real lazy, and he would just lob the ball back to the pitcher. Our guy had a rifle on him.
Wow.
Because you don't know, get the ball back to the pitcher in case somebody tries to steal, if you're not paying attention, whatever.
See, that's good coaching right there.
I'm on third base, and Dad would say, next lead, just take one more step. And I'm like, I'm already too far away. He goes, just do it, take one more step. And because the catcher could throw me out if I got too far off the bag.
Yeah.
But they weren't paying attention. Dad says, next pitch, take one more step. I'm like, no, I can't do this, right? And then he says, okay. And the guy whoever was at the bat didn't hit the ball. So he's still at bat. And he says, okay, next time after the pitch, when the catcher starts to throw it back, run. And so the catcher's not paying attention. He just lobs the ball back to the pitcher. I'm taking off.
Go!
Yeah, just freaks everybody out.
Full stole home.
Stole home plate.
Yo, stole home, dog.
That was one of the most memorable ones.
There you go.
Stealing home plate.
That's better than ET phone home. Pops done stole home.
Stole home, man.
Shit.
Yeah. But we never did win the championship. I remember one year we lost the championship game. And everybody was so down and out because he was such a good coach.
Yeah.
We wanted to win for him, but didn't do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, you went on to be an amazing runner, right? Well, actually, what's up with these running things in the back, real quick? Touch base on this running. We got a bronze shoe right here.
The bronze shoe was from your grandfather. He went to Central High School in Washington D.C. and he set the high school city record at 50 flat for the 440.
Oh shit!
A quarter mile, 50 flat.
Yeah.
It's a high school city record.
Oh, that's good for back then.
I don't know how long. Yeah. Well, yeah. Look at this. Look at the spikes they wore.
Yo.
So they ran on a cinder,
That's crazy.
Yeah. So they ran on a cinder track, and they didn't have starting blocks. They would dig a hole with their spike.
Oh, nuts.
They dig a hole in the cinder and put their toe in there.
No way.
And that was their starting block.
That's wild.
And so to run 50 flat was pretty, in high school.
Yeah.
Was pretty amazing. I got a picture in there we should have brought out.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can probably edit it in the post.
Yeah. So he went on after high school to LaSalle Military Academy, which I think is in New York. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's New York.
And then from there, he ran there, and his whole relay team from LaSalle went to Fordham University in New York, and had a pretty decent career there.
Pin relays champ, right?
Oh yeah. That's the baton from. Well, they took second place.
Okay.
In the championships of America. They did, yeah.
Yeah, and then you became a runner after. So what high school, college, and beyond?
Oh yeah. And I think the beyond was the funnest part. Maybe not the funnest, but more. I don't know how you want to say it, but more. Not pleasing, but
yeah, I mean it's more for you and not just for.
Because it started out. Half a mile was my event.
Okay, 800. Let's go, baby.
880. We ran yards.
880.
We ran yards, not meters.
Okay, well 800, whatever.
880 yards. Half a mile. And started, I think, in 10th grade. Because we had, high school was 10th, 11th, 12th. Junior high was 6, 7, 8. Or 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
And so we ran in 9th grade. We had a track team. We didn't really run a whole lot of meets. We would go over and run some, stuff on the high school track, which was only two blocks away.
Yeah.
But we had a cross country team and a track team.
Yeah.
But high school, 10th grade was kind of like the focus when it really came in. Not that 9th grade didn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good.
But that was the base for you to become how?
Yeah,
Like what did you then?
A cross country course was like maybe 1.5 miles.
Yeah, and then you ended up running how long of races?
50 miles. Yeah. Well, that's
From 1.5 miles to 50.
That's the crazy part. 'Cause like the half mile on the track was like my favorite event.
Yeah.
Because there's strategy involved. It's just 2 laps around.
Yeah.
But the mental,
It's almost like a sprint.
yeah. But the strategy involved in the half mile was like pretty intense. I mean,
Definitely.
Because the race is over fast enough that you have to make a lot of decisions. In that 2 minutes.
Don't get boxed in.
In that 2 minutes.
Where should you be in the
Yeah,
pack?
'cause you did some of that there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the half mile was my like go-to. Was my favorite thing. Cross country, I really loved. Although the distance wasn't my favorite thing, but it was at the time of year.
Okay.
You know, the weather's changed. It's getting cooler. The leaves
Yeah,
are
yeah.
smelling and like you're out and
Not
you're
dying of heat running.
Yeah, and it's got. And then after high school, I think I started in 10th grade. I ran like a 2:08, something like that. In 10th grade, 2:09, and then 11th grade was like a 2:04, and in 12th grade, once I broke 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
1:59. Yeah,
But I mean, what was it?
It was
like,
good. I mean, it was good enough to like win like dual meets.
yeah.
But when it came to like invitationals and the counties and stuff like that, those cats were running low 150s.
Yeah, but they didn't continue on to do 50-mile races.
No.
So let's hear about
not.
the 50.
Okay.
What's the 50-mile race you ran the most? The one we were checked out online.
It's the only one, but like the JFK.
JFK 50. So
JFK 50 miles.
JFK 50 miler. You can literally Google it, go to the website, and then what years was it that you ran them?
75, 76, 77, 78, 79.
So you can go on their website and literally go to like a drop-down menu of previous races and look at the finishers. And this guy's on there. I mean, we looked at it. I'll put some up on the screen for you to take a look. But what was your fastest time in the 50-miler?
7 hours, 31 minutes, and 23 seconds.
I swear I walked past that thing in the hallway of my childhood like every day on a plaque. 7 hours, how much?
31 minutes.
31, 7:31?
23.
7:31:23. I'm gonna have to remember that now.
And that was good for that year. That was probably like 77, 76 or 77, 77 maybe.
So like, what pace is that per mile?
That comes out to like 9 minutes, like 8:59.
Sub 9?
9 minutes. 9 minutes.
For 50 miles?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah. You gotta figure like the last mile was probably like, for me anyway, it's probably like 15 minutes. But still.
Oh man.
But yeah, I got talked into that. I got talked into running a marathon my first year at Montgomery College.
Yeah.
And I said I'll never do that ever again.
He said he'll never. Then he used to just run marathons.
Yeah.
One of my oldest memories is just looking out the window and seeing you take off running.
Yeah.
And just, it's like afternoon, like Dad's leaving to run. And you're like, and then Dad comes back from running. He might have a turtle with him. He might have some story about some shit he's seen on the road. But like, what was that training like?
The training was
Like how many miles you put in a day?
well, average week was like 50 miles. Okay, I mean like
Average week.
I mean,
50 miles.
yeah. I mean maybe a little sub that average, but like 7 miles a day isn't that much really.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess.
But then there were like a lot of times like during racing season, like after college, we would run 10Ks every weekend somewhere or every other weekend. Some weekends you like not run as much because racing takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
And so maybe you took an easy week, but then maybe you do a week where you did 3 or 4 days of doubles, like in the morning and then in the evening.
Yeah.
So adds a little miles. And occasionally weekends like just a long run.
Yeah.
Easy long run, 12, 13 miles, something like that.
Whew.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, he ran. I ended up running. It's not like I did it in my early years at 4 years old or anything. But definitely led the way for me to become a runner. I still run now,
Yeah.
whether it's for waves or just to train for waves, really. But
And your half mile time was decent.
yeah, I think I mean I never broke two. Maybe like
Yeah.
on the timing of a handoff of a relay where it's not an official time.
Yeah, well,
but,
that's where it's questionable whether I actually broke 2 minutes or not. You know what I mean?
no, it was on a relay?
Because
It was a relay leg?
it was anchoring a 2 mile relay.
Yeah.
And whether people understand it or not, like it doesn't matter where you take the baton, like the exchange zone.
Yeah.
Like I was always at the beginning of the exchange zone to get the baton as fast as I could from my teammate.
Yeah.
And the clock starts for me when you cross the start-finish line.
Okay.
Not when you take the baton.
Not when you grab the baton. Yeah.
So like when we were in high school, it was just like it might have been like I don't know, the cheerleader squad was out there, and they were helping out for the track meet, and it might have been like a cheerleader with the stopwatch, because the coach couldn't time everybody.
Yeah.
So like who knows? I don't remember who was timing that day.
Yeah.
Whether it was the coach, could have been, but like, that time could have been like when I took the the second before.
Yeah.
I could have actually run a 158.
He could have been running fast. Yeah, you never know.
Or it might have been a 201.
Yeah. Or could have been either
But it was
way.
we'll just say 2 minutes.
Yeah, he was there.
Let's say it was 2 minutes.
He was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I definitely followed in your shoes in the running, and something that I've taken more of an interest into making as opposed to listening to is music. And I know I've seen tons of pictures of you as a kid with music, with records, headphones on. So like, what was music in your life as youth, high school?
From A to Z.
From A to Z.
The Allman Brothers and Frank Zappa. Two extremes. Yeah.
But I mean, how'd you get into it? You just all of a sudden one day, well, you had a record. Somebody gave you a record player, or
My oldest sister got a record player from our grandmother, my mother's mother, that lived in Pennsylvania, one year when she was like 12, 13 years old, and a little portable thing and a whole stack of 45s, and like I can't remember what the Creedence Clearwater Revival. I remember Down on Cripple Creek was a song that a little 45 that she played over and over again, and like after that, like basically when I got into high school, I had a good friend Ricky Downs who lived around the corner from me. Hung at Ricky's house all the time, a lot of crazy things going on in his basement, and he had a music collection that was next to none.
yeah.
And so like we listened to music over at his house all the time, and it was good. It was good times. But like my taste in music varied a little. But for like I said, from the Allman Brothers to Frank Zappa, like country rock was a big thing for me back then. Like Marshall Tucker, Charlie Daniels.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Marshall Tucker Band, I think, was the loudest concert I'd ever been to in my life. I couldn't believe how loud it was.
Yeah.
At the old Capitol Center.
See, and this is what I always wondered, because like when I was in high school and you like, I don't know, you got subs from somewhere, like you bought them out of a van in the
The
parking
speakers
lot.
you last remember being like in your room?
Yeah, and I put those in my room, and you didn't even care. I was like blasting the neighborhood down out of my room, and he didn't even give a shit.
Yeah.
We're in a townhouse. It's like you would go downstairs and like the lights in the ceiling were like rattling. I'm like just blasting DMX and shit.
There were limits, though.
There were limits.
Not like when you put that stuff in your car.
Oh, yeah.
You could hear you coming around the corner.
Yeah, well, shit. One time we could hear your muffler come around the corner.
That's
so
true. Yeah.
Touche, motherfucker.
I mean, you mean the lack thereof of muffler. Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so enough about your childhood, dog. How'd you meet mom?
At the Washington Post working.
Nice.
Yeah. She started probably 3 or 4 months before me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I remember I had a 2-week class, and like I actually took up printing curriculum at MC.
Yeah. So
like
you were interested in print before you.
I knew. I had a high school teacher that was like everybody took his class as a printing class. Everybody took his class as the elective, as a goof off thing.
Yeah.
Like he didn't give a shit. If you didn't give a shit in class, he didn't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
If you paid it, and he'd pass you, but like he didn't care about you. If you didn't care about learning anything, and so like I went in and we had a couple real nice presses, old platinum presses, which they don't have anymore because I never saw anybody get in an accident, but like a couple years later, kids got their hands crushed and stuff.
Oh, jammed up.
But that's what I learned on. But I got my teacher got me interested in it, and like my good buddy Brian Galloway, who you know.
Yeah.
We used to go on weekends and print like the programs for the football and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
So we both ended up working at the same place.
Well, I mean,
Although he went off to other papers around the country.
that's hilarious. I ended up working at the Montgomery County Public Schools print shop too.
Yeah. Right. That's so weird. I
never thought of that.
But anyway, after like our last after class, our 2-week class was over, which was during the day, we went down and did a tour of the press room, and your mother was working day shift, which really was like a maintenance type of thing. We did run some paper on certain days, some inserts, but all the printing went on at nighttime. So your mother was working day shift and doing a real dirty job, cleaning. It's a cleaning job. It's really dirty and hard and messy. And she's up in the press. We're walking by, and we're just looking. And the guy says, "Oh, this is Teresa up there, Teresa Taylor." And everybody say, "Hi, Teresa." Hi, Teresa. And for the first time I saw her, like I wanted to get to know her.
Oh shit! He was trying to holler off the first.
I'm not lying. Even though, like, you know what, she didn't look like, you know, somebody you see on the street, because we had uniforms on. She was all dirty with ink and a mess. But I thought, I gotta get to know her.
Damn.
And it took me a few months, maybe close to a year, to really start talking to her.
Damn. He played the long game.
And when they said to say, "Hey, Teresa, here's," and she's, I don't know, you know, she a non-traditional job for a woman.
Yeah.
And she has a comment that I won't repeat on air.
Okay.
Yeah, she said something dirty, you know. Like,
It's YouTube.
It wasn't fu.
Yeah.
But it was, you know, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Nice. Now it's the '80s, huh? DC '80s.
I started in 79. I started October 13th, 1979.
Okay, so I mean, you were dating in the '80s.
Oh, we started, 80-ish.
80-ish.
80, yeah, before 81.
Okay. So how was that? Like, I mean, is the '80s in DC, interracial couple? Like, you had any, like, outstanding or memorable interactions as an interracial couple?
It happened so much that you didn't really get used to it, but kind of expect it, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know.
Expect it. So, like, you know, people, and from people that we worked with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
You know, they would say stuff to her. You know, brothers would say something to her, but not to me.
Yeah.
And then she would say, "Fuck you." You know, mind your own fucking business.
There's the fuck you.
And she stuck up for herself and for me. But you know, some of the crazy, like you go.
What was the wildest thing that happened?
I don't know how wild it is, but like I just remember being at a restaurant one time, and just feeling like, you know, we're being looked at, we're being somebody. So finally, I turned around. There's a couple, you know, older than us. Like we were, I don't know. I was 23-ish. Your mother's a year and a half older, 23. So I'm 23. She's 24 or 5, and because I was like 26 when you were born. So it was before you were born, and we're out to dinner or at a restaurant, and you just know, like, somebody's just watching you, looking at you, staring like, "Oh, what's that? What are they doing over there?" You know?
Yeah.
And so, like, finally, after like we finish our meal, maybe getting close to finish our meal, finally I had to go, like, act like I know him. "Hey, Uncle Bob. Hey, how you been? Where you been? I haven't seen you in a while." You know, like, embarrass the shit out of him. You know, just
He flipped the script on him.
do shit like that.
Oh, okay. Hey, Uncle Bob. What the fuck's up, Uncle?
Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? You know, they stopped looking. now the eyes were on them. You know?
Oh shit!
But like there's more people positive, I think, than that I think about it now. There were, you know, as long as my family was okay, I didn't care about anybody. I didn't care about anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, you can think what you want, do what you want. You know, people said things, of course.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's cool. I mean, you see way more, I'd say, you know, mixed couples in Hawaii for sure.
Yeah.
But now, you know, 2025, it's way more common. But I still think that the white male, black female isn't such a common thing. Like, I would say almost all my interracial friends have, like, black male, white female combo.
Yeah.
So, Y'all out there, you doing your thing.
Yeah.
Pops is down with the brown, y'all. You heard him. Mm-hmm. So that leads me into, I've told this story once on the podcast by myself. Maybe I think it might be on this one. But give him the story of the delivery room, the vans in the delivery room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And wanting to name me something other than I was named.
Yeah, yeah. Your mother didn't go for it. But like, you know, October 24th, 1983.
Yeah, 83, baby. Okay.
Yeah, I don't, your mother would know the time of day and all that, and like how many hours she was in labor for and stuff. But I know, like, I was just there at the hospital for a while. And at first, I was just over in the TV room watching TV because she was, I think, I don't know, not really a lot of complications with your pregnancy, but in pregnancies before there were complications. So we were there early because we knew it was happening. And so at first I was watching TV, watching some football game, and they said, "Hey, why don't you come on? It's getting close to time." So I'm in there with her, not actually in the delivery room yet, but over in wherever it is. And then we're gonna go into the delivery room, and I'm wearing a pair of, I guess they're red and white.
Red and white checkered slip-ons.
Red and white slip-on Vans.
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. And after you, I knew we were gonna name you Edward, and I suggested to your mother I wanted to name you Edward Van Hayden, because I was wearing my Vans, in the delivery room.
Yeah.
She didn't want it. She didn't go for it.
She didn't go for that.
I don't know. That would have been good.
Like, fuck that. Yo, Van Halen's a crazy guitar player, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have to
And
just
it's an
take
Eddie,
that.
too.
Yeah, I might have to just take that as one of my monikers later on once I get better at
AKA,
guitar.
Yeah, AKA.
Yeah, because that dude, Eddie Money Mouse straight to Eddie Van Hayden, that cat wailed the guitar.
Eddie Van Hayden, your mother, like, nah, I don't think so.
And then you saved the shoes, right?
Yeah.
Saved them till I was in middle school or
Yeah,
something.
what happened to them? Did you wear them?
Bro, I wore them. See, this is the worst part of the story. And this is what I tell everyone that's in middle school, high school. Like, don't listen to your friends and try to be cool and do what your friends do. Because he gave me these slip-on Vans that were worn in the delivery room, and everybody at the time had Airwalks. The Tony Hawk Airwalks that were red with like the black thing on the side and a little Airwalk logo. And I got made fun of for not even having fucking laces in my shoes. And I think I just got rid of them. I might have like tossed them. Nightmare. Yeah. And that's why I wear checkered Vans slip-ons only now. I mean, I'm not too particular on the color, but I definitely ain't gonna change shoes. I mean, they're the first skateboard shoe for a reason, and I think they're the most comfortable and best skateboard shoe out. So get them if you need to, because if you don't like tearing your laces, you can't tear a lace if you don't got one.
Hard to trip over a slip-on, too.
That's hard to trip over a slip-on. And I seen a video online, if you toss them in the air, they always land on the sole.
Oh, like a cat, huh?
Yeah, like a cat. Vans be like a cat.
Yeah. Well, when I was in, ninth grade, I guess, Chuck Taylors.
Oh, the Bobos.
Chuck Taylor. Because, like, I went to parochial school through
Taylor gang.
It's like I wore, up through 8th grade, I wore hard shoes. I wore my wingtips to school.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And like Fridays you were allowed to...
Yo, you had wingtips in middle school?
Yeah. Fridays, real men wear wingtips.
Oh, okay. Real men don't wear shoes.
Real men wear wingtips.
It's crazy.
That's what my father wore. So
Yeah.
And, but yeah, Fridays we were allowed to wear sneakers because that was our gym day.
Yeah.
We had recess during the week, but Friday was gym where we had to do calisthenics and stuff,
Bring that back, please.
So you were allowed to wear sneakers. But I didn't have Chucks then. I guess it was 9th grade when I got my first pair of Chuck Taylors.
Those were the shoes that they got for me when it was like, oh, you got British Knights to wear to school. When you come home, swap out into these Chuck Taylors and go fuck these things up out in the streets instead of your fresh shoes.
Yeah, but like there were a couple different fads, like because I wore a blue shirt, blue pants, and a tie to school through 8th grade. So come 9th grade, it's like whether you believe this or not, like I started grunge. I was tired. I was tired of the blue.
I didn't even have to bring it up.
Oh, you had that on your list? I was tired of the blue. I was like, come on. So I had these.
Yeah, so what'd you wear?
I had a pair of black corduroys.
Uh-huh.
I had a pair of like brown, not suede, but like crushed kind of like fabric. I don't know. And when they got tore up and stuff, or got too short, I grew a little bit. my sisters all grew up making clothes, like dresses. Like we had a sewing machine, and so like I got on the sewing machine and like added length to my pants.
Damn.
It might not have been the same. It might have been like jean material or something.
See, now I know where I make my own pants and shit from.
And I had a blue flannel shirt that I tore the sleeves. Once I got a hole in the elbow, I just tore the sleeve off.
Oh.
Didn't cut them. Just
He's grunge. Yeah, you did make a grunge.
And my father didn't care, but I let my hair grow. And like most people, like were back then, like they wanted to let their hair grow, and their parents like, no, you cut your hair, or you can't live here. My dad would tell me, I think you look stupid, but it's your hair, you know. So I let my hair grow.
Epic. Now I know why he let me. You do everything to my look. Yeah. That's great.
So the hair grew out a little bit and had like the grunge thing. But then there was like another phase at the same grade, 9th grade, where with Chuck Taylors, a lot of guys were wearing Dickies. The old school Dickies.
Yeah.
Not the ones these days with pockets all over.
Yeah.
Just the old school Dickies.
Yeah, with the not the button, but the freaking clasp.
Yeah.
I still got your green ones.
Middle clasp, yeah.
Those are my work pants still. That were your work pants.
Yeah. So it was Dickies, Chuck Taylors, bandline shirt.
The fuck is that?
It's like a material.
It's
like a material. Short sleeve, a collar though, and a Peters jacket. It's just a regular blue jacket, but it's made by Peters was a brand.
Okay.
It was a little better quality.
It's like Carhartt or something.
Yeah. So because you couldn't afford a leather jacket, like they had the grease.
Oh, okay.
They had greasers and hippies.
Oh, okay, that kind of jacket.
Like the Fonzie, but not like a motorcycle leather jacket, but so like a couple guys.
The aviator joint.
Yeah, some guys did have leather jackets, but like they were greasers. You know, they had a couple clicks. You know. I didn't know anything about this till I got 9th grade. And so
Sharks in the Jets.
Yeah, so I joined too. I was a greaser one day and I was a hippie the next day. So one day you might put a little Vitalis in your hair.
Oh my God.
The next day you took a shower and didn't wash it and just let it fly around. You know?
Eddie Vedder, Kurt Cobain, you fucking Seattle rockers from the 90s, eat your heart out. This is the OG grunger right here.
Yeah.
OG grunge, invented.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's kind of fun to think about that.
Oh, man. So, 4 years old, I was skating, but also skateboarding.
Yeah.
Did you were you really into skateboarding? You just threw me on one.
No, because like, I don't know how much a skateboard cost back then, whether it was a cost issue or just a safety issue, but like, we made our own skateboards.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, your roller skates weren't like you put the boot with a rollers on. It was they clamped onto your sneaker. And you had a skate key that would tighten it up to like squeeze it in.
Man, do you have that skateboard with the metal wheels here?
I do, out in the garage.
Grab it.
But anyway, we made our own skateboard with a piece of 2x4. And the skates that you're supposed to go on your feet, we would nail them to the bottom.
Oh.
It wasn't, they weren't any good.
Yeah.
They fell off. You'd go down the hill, you'd fall, you might break a leg.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, one day we'll have someone else fetching the stuff for us.
Yeah.
But for right now, he's gonna grab this skateboard that he actually rode, and it's uncalled for. I rode it and ollied it, and it sparked. Okay, this thing. Here it is, 15 toes, got 15 the metal wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't do a whole lot besides just go straight down a curb, straight down a sidewalk.
Yeah.
And believe me, the slats and those, you're like,
bro,
yeah.
This thing is only about the size of your foot. Like, 15 toes my ass. How you gonna get 3 foots on this?
They still move a little bit.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. But you weren't super into skating, so like I said, you just got me a board and just put me on.
Yeah, I guess.
Cause like I remember rolling down
plastic
that
blue
rolling
with yellow
down
wheels with yellow wheels or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a Nash. There was like a yellow wheel, blue deck, and then a big old school with the fat kicktail. Nash, I think, was the brand.
I think by that time, by the '80s, it was like everybody had a skateboard.
Yeah. Okay. So you
'cause
were
everybody
just
had a skateboard, so
Yeah.
you got a skateboard.
sick. All right. Well, I appreciate it because check me now. I still kick flipping.
Yeah.
But you know, I got to ice skate very early and I got to skateboard very early. But what was the thought behind not making me run? Because you know, I remember going to like your Montgomery County Roadrunners Club or whatever at like
Wednesday
MC.
nights, Wednesday nights on the-
And I'd just be like hanging out in the sand pit when like other people's making their kids like run the track with them and shit.
Yeah. I mean, at that age, you were already playing soccer at some level.
Okay.
And like that was your thing. I mean, I didn't try to talk you out of it, but I remember you coming home from Cashel one day, and you're like, "Dad, I want to play soccer." I'm like, "Okay." Like I never played the game. You know, I watched it. I had friends in high school. My good buddies played on the soccer team. You know, and soccer was like not as like it is these days, or like when you started back when you were youth.
Well, it's grown exponentially. It's crazy now in America.
Yeah, so mid '70s. The interest wasn't like it is now.
Yeah, for sure.
And our high school team, I don't know. I watched a few of their games.
And he's laughing. And no beating Wheaton unless you're a soccer team.
There's no beating Wheaton. But yeah, I don't remember how. I could look in the yearbook and see what the record was, but I don't know how good they were. You know, and also that it wasn't like written up in a local paper that much. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. All right, so I guess you know it was easy for you to not make me run because I was already playing another sport that I liked.
Yeah, so you wanted to go to I think it was Longwood or Longview Rec Center somewhere up George Avenue to sign up one day, and so like I'm taking you up there for sign-ups, and I just remember telling you, well, you know what, they don't get upset if they don't have any openings left. They might be full up, but you could always play football. Is what I told you. And you're like, nah, I'm gonna play soccer. You know.
He tried to get me to play football.
I didn't try to get you to play.
Yeah,
I just suggested it.
I think what happened is I went out on the field at Cashel and someone like kicked a soccer ball in there and I caught it. Yeah. Like thinking, oh, I never even knew the rules of this game. And they're like, no, this isn't football, bro. You got to put the ball on the ground. Like, and then I like wasn't good. So I was like, oh, let me fucking do better. Let me learn to do better than all these
Well,
cats.
I remember the day I don't know what, some kid from the neighborhood was in your grade, I guess, was right there when you were telling me I want to play soccer. And this kid said, yeah, you should see him. He's really good. I'm like, okay, I'll take your word.
Oh, shit. I was good. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. But shit, your boy could run it from the start.
But yeah, so like, and that was like, not shocking, but like, kind of awesome, touching when you wanted to run track in the 11th grade. You went out for a team, and like, you were a natural, you know? And like, you asked me, and I remember we always had a big meet at Magruder. It was like Magruder Relays.
Yeah.
They still had the relays.
Hell yeah.
So it was at the Magruder Relays. And I remember you having such a good time, like not just running, but being involved with the meet itself.
Yeah.
You know, and like all the kids are out there and all the friends you met and people you learned, you know, and you said to me, why didn't you make me run? I said, well, like, I didn't make you play soccer. You know? Now, how you would have done if you wanted to run cross country? That was during soccer season,
yeah,
so you could. The reason you ran
and
track.
then indoor track was during swimming.
Indoor
those
track
first
was
2 years.
Right. So indoor track and outdoor track conflicted with, or outdoor track didn't conflict, but indoor track conflicted with swimming.
Yeah.
And cross country conflicted with soccer.
I mean, I honestly think that it was for the better because the majority of my friends that started playing organized sports at like 4 stopped after high school.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of started a little later, and then like running, I wasn't
burned
like,
out, so to speak.
Yeah. Like a lot of people just were over it because they did it so much.
Well, not only did they maybe do it so much, but they were forced to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
How many people you know who like parents like switch them to different teams just to be on a winning team? And
Yeah. That was
stuff like that.
Shit, that was so common back then. I can't even imagine what it's like now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but yeah, you're running and jumping. Your coach was a Wheaton High School graduate like myself.
Yeah.
Ron McGall.
And
I remember
Chihuahua.
I remember helping Ron out sometimes on the track. But
sometimes, dude. All right, the 4x18 went to states because of this cat. Like he went to the track and helped us shovel lane 1 in the snow. when no one else wanted to run, and they're doing this stupid workout inside the school, and he's like, nah, y'all got to be running. And we're like, running? And then we just shovel lane 1, and he's out there with the clock while like the head coach is in the school with everybody else.
I don't remember. Is that right?
Yeah, bro. He's like honorary 4x8 team coach.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah.
And I mean, one part that stands out to me the most in life, and I mean, I can say it for both you and Mom, but specifically you, I don't think that you missed any home game in my like career almost, from like high school, college, professional.
Oh, home? No.
Home game, yeah.
No, that's true.
Home game, not one single home game missed.
Yeah, and your college career, your senior year, didn't miss a game.
You didn't miss any. That's crazy.
We got to know the Northeast Conference pretty good.
Yeah. Well, the thing about that is, if you wouldn't have come to those games, I never would have ended up at Monmouth at the beach, because I wouldn't have had a vehicle to drive to go see their campus.
Yeah.
So like, he came to so many games and was like sleeping in the conversion van, and my coach ends up being like, where the fuck's your dad sleeping? I'm like, oh, he's got a van, like in the back of the van. He's like, dude, no. He comes to so many games, just let him hang out in the hotel.
Yeah.
I was like, all
Free
right,
room.
like, fuck it. So he's like, Pops is in the hotel room. So now we're at Monmouth, and
did dinners with you guys too.
yeah. And JD was at Monmouth.
Yeah.
And we had played freshman season at St. Francis. It was like October and snowing.
Yeah.
And then sophomore season we played there, and he was like, oh, bro, why don't you just, like, if your dad's here, come over, hang out. He's like, we're going to roll up, whatever. So I was like, all right, let me take the van. We go drive over to campus, smoke a blunt at the crib. JD's like, yo, you like the ocean, right? Yeah. He's like, well, let me show you something. He drives like 4 blocks, and the beach right there. I'm like, yeah, I'm transferring to your school. I was like, there was no other question. It was like, he pulled up to the pit. There was the windmill with cheese fries and student housing right there at the pit, which is like arguably one of the better right-handed breaks when swells came through in that area in New Jersey. So it was like a no-brainer.
Was that on No Bath? North Bath?
North Bath. No, that was Brighton Ave.
Doberry.
Yeah, Brighton Ave. Brighton Ave. Yeah, but
and what a beautiful campus. I mean, like, that was big difference to St. Francis.
Yeah, for sure.
The great lawn.
Since you saw so many games, what was one of your most memorable moments from all those games? You know, whether like let's say college and professionally, because high school was like, that's just a thing. But like,
God, there's just so many memories. They're all great.
All right, wait, what game sticks out the most to you? Do you have any?
Oh, I know one that, like, frustrating as hell.
Okay.
Like, you ended up playing with one of the cats from, what's the school in Philly? I mean, in Pittsburgh, up on the hill.
Robert Morris.
No. What's the other? Oh my God.
On the hill?
No. It's like we couldn't find the field, because they're like on top of a parking garage or something.
Oh, Duquesne.
Yeah, right off the river there.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was like a second left in the game, and there was like a foul or something.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
Duquesne got a free kick, and there was like no time left on the clock. This is one play left, and the game's over. And whoever was guarding, the ball is set down, referee sets the ball and walks away, and whoever's guarding this guy who's going to take the free kick, all he had to do was just stand there.
Stand in front, just jump in front
I don't
of him.
know, he was off to the side somewhere. Guy takes his free kick and scored a goal.
I fucking forgot about it. Our coach made us run on the field.
Scored a goal. With no time left on the...
Bro, I forgot about that. Because he was so mad about that.
I don't know if they tied you or beat you on that play.
I think they beat us.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were tied. Yeah.
So
I forgot about. See, and this is why we do that.
And then you ended up playing with them.
Yeah, with Cutney and Salsey. Yeah. Both those two dudes.
But no, there were so many. There were so many, like, good time. I mean, the travel was, like, for us, was like fun too.
Yeah, Bermuda.
For you, we went to Bermuda twice.
That was sick.
Yeah, but like I on my job, I had like 5 weeks vacation, a year plus sick leave.
Yeah.
And my crew chief broke the rules for me, because you're supposed to take like 2 of your weeks at a week at a time.
Okay.
And the other 3 weeks, you can break them down like 1 day at a time, 2 days or whatever. But he had a daughter playing softball in the Northeast Conference.
Okay.
Can't remember what school. But he knew what travel was like.
Yeah.
And he okayed vacations for everybody on the team. And he just knew like I was going to all the games. And I took 1 day vacations all year.
That's epic.
Never took a week off and went to the beach. We just traveled the whole Northeast, going to all your games, which is cool shit. Bro.
Yeah,
and it was like a vacation. You know, we were on the road every weekend going somewhere.
Yeah, y'all were the ultimate mascots. We won a lot of championships.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's because you was there, dog.
Yeah. And McCourt treated us good.
Yeah, shout out to Rob, shout out to Huey.
Yeah, Huey.
Freaking.
Right. And they're still up there, right?
MU, yep, Hawks fly high.
Holy cow.
Still going.
What a career.
I can't believe.
No kidding.
I mean, I'd never do the same thing for that long, but hey, bless them because those dudes are successful, good at what they do, and great people.
Yeah.
So
I did it for 30 years.
I would. Yeah, I know you one of them, but I was blessed to be able to play for that guy and meet Huey and become friends with him. And I guess that'll bring us to like our last talking points, which is how we ended up at Dewey Beach, right? You live in MIlton. Taylor, my brother, lives in downtown Dewey Beach. And our family vacation there for as many of his 2 week as he could up until I kind of just decided that soccer was the main thing and, couldn't really make it to the beach because of preseason and wanting to play and wanting to go to college and play. Yeah. But, this area changed our lives and y'all all now reside here. So what's the story behind that?
Well, growing up, we were beach. Our family always vacated. Well, my father. My mother's from Pennsylvania, up in the mountains. She wasn't a beach gal.
Yeah.
By no means. But my father was. And in fact, my aunt, his sister, used to have a little cottage on LIB.
LBI, Long Beach Island, New Jersey.
Long Beach, LBI. Long Beach. Beach Haven, New Jersey.
Okay. South End LBI.
So
yes,
when I was a little kid, we would go to Beach Haven. And we didn't stay in her cottage because it's a small little, like a 2-room thing. But we stayed in this little duplex thing somewhere, nearby in Beach Haven. And up until, I guess, 1963, I think it was, the great storm, the big storm of 63 that wiped out everything, and she didn't rebuild.
Oh, shit.
So up from 63 on, we were going to camping. Our vacation at the beach was camping on Assateague Island.
Nice. Wild horses.
Yeah, wild horses.
Green flies.
Yeah, but the horses come up to your campsite. Don't leave food out. They come out and they come and eat your food. Yeah. But anyway, we would camp at Assateague Island. And our first visit to Assateague Island, I remember my father, we were all on the beach, and he fell asleep, and he woke up, and he thought he was having a sunstroke because there were horses coming down the beach. I mean, like, at water's edge.
He's like,
at water's edge, like trotting in down the water. And that's all part of the experience of Assateague Island, which was awesome. If you like camping, which we did. My mother was a campfire girl leader, so we had access to all the equipment for camping. And anyway, once we grew out of the family vacations, everybody grew up and we still visited the beach occasionally. We still camped. We still go down for day trips to Assateague, camp once in a while at Assateague. But then it was like going to Ocean City, which wasn't the same. But anyway, so one
definitely
year,
not 158 streets of mayhem.
Yeah, so in 1985. 1985. My parents were going to have a family reunion. So they said, let's rent a house at the beach. So they started out one weekend up in Beach Haven, New Jersey. And they went to Beach Haven and checked out rental prices, I guess. And they made their way down. Couldn't
just go on the internet and check the price back. You had to drive up there.
Yeah. Or slug mail. You could write a letter, say, "Can you send me some literature about?"
He said slug.
And
Shout out to Slug.
a week later, get their prices in the mail.
Yeah.
So they made a weekend trip. They started up in Beach Haven and did some checked out some places up there. But they made their way south down here to Delaware, and they checked out Dewey. And I think they may have gone down like to Bethany Beach and beyond. But I think for real, the cheapest place they found was in Dewey Beach.
Yeah.
For a week, and it was the week before the start of the summer, the week before Memorial Day, and I remember it being like.
That's why it's the best price.
I remember, yeah. Well, they got the week before the rentals went up, so and it turned out to be like a beautiful weekend. It was like awesome. So we had a family reunion on Reed Street, and it was your mother and I and you. Taylor wasn't born yet. My oldest sister and her firstborn, Chris, your cousin.
Yeah.
Carol.
Shout out Chris, birthday the other day.
Yeah, on the 27th. And Carol, my sister Carol, with, I don't know, she had 2 or 3 kids at that point. Maybe 3. Maybe 3. And Terry. And then my youngest sister, Ann, and my Aunt Titi. So we had a good group of there.
Yeah.
And we came back ever since. I mean, it was just like, back then, Dewey was like, it wasn't even incorporated yet. It wasn't a town, I don't think. It was just Dewey Beach.
Yeah.
They hadn't been incorporated yet. And it was definitely a party town, though. A party place.
Always been.
I mean, back then.
But more family friendly back then.
Yeah, really. And like, I can remember being out there and like, dudes would be out there, they'd dig a hole in the sand, put a keg in there, and like just have your keg in the sand.
Boom.
Drinking on the beach. And it got kind of too wild and the safety issues and all. But like, we came back ever since until like college days, when you and Taylor were in school and like we were traveling for soccer. But I always knew I loved the area. I always knew I'd be back here someday.
Yeah.
And here we are.
So what happened? Did we just so luckily one time vacation in the skim contest was just that like.
Yeah, because I always took the last 2 weeks of August.
Yeah.
Because that's what we did when I grew up. It was like the last 2 weeks of August. As soon as vacation's over, you go right back. You go to school.
Yeah.
And so rather than having your vacation and then the whole summer goes along and it might be a boring. It was never a boring summer for me.
Yeah.
I mean, 8 o'clock in the morning, you're outside doing something.
For sure.
But it was always the last 2 weeks of summer. You did whatever you did. Well, we had baseball, of course, so we had sports going on.
Yeah.
And like the last 2 weeks of August was like, I guess, like the main time for us to vacation.
So what was the contest like on the street that we were vacationing, or was it like we were just walking down the beach and saw it happen or something?
I can't remember, but I remember that year that we first saw it. They used to have a banner stretched from one building to the other across Route 1.
Oh, wow.
Right in the middle of town, it's like Dewey Beach, World Championship of skimboarding.
Oh.
I was like, wow, this is like some big event going on.
Yeah,
This is cool.
Let's go check it.
And they always have the contest, I think, the weekend closest to the full moon.
Yeah, for sure.
Usually.
Yeah.
If it turns out that way.
So just by luck of the moon, thank you.
Yeah, and we were there for 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks, it happened to be whichever weekend.
Yeah.
Probably it had to be the middle weekend.
Yeah.
Because the first weekend we'd come in on Saturday and leave on Saturday. So that was your travel day.
Yeah.
So it had to be the middle week was the contest.
Then that was it. It just became the middle week contest forever.
We met the Wilsons, and that's a whole.
Yeah, as me, shout out Harry.
Yeah.
Bless you, Harry. Appreciate it. Seen you this morning, skimming. Shout out J-Dub. Seen you at the skate park today. Yeah. Shout out Lincoln Ashton, the third gen, coming up in the same zone, doing the same thing, riding waves and changing lives, baby.
Because even back then, you had to always watch your kids. Not that we neglected you or anything. You always had to be aware of where your kids were.
Yeah.
But if you were in our room where we rented or on the beach with us, you were at the skate shop or at the surf shop.
Yeah, surf or Candy Kitchen maybe.
Or even at the Wilson's house maybe. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is like such a change from like back then.
You could tight community. Like
your kid could go run around.
You trusted your friends and
there was enough stuff for kids to do too. Yeah. Now it's like the lighthouse is gone. It's a little less family friendly, but still an amazing place to be nonetheless.
Yeah. So we were 85.
85. So 40 years ago, baby. 40 years in the game.
Yeah. That's right.
Fuck.
And in fact, the year we were here, the first year we were there, in 1985, we did have a little commotion going on within the family.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing derogatory about the Dewey Beach at all. And so we had T-shirts made up. I survived Dewey 85. You never seen the pictures of those?
I've heard the slogan. I never seen the. So that's what it came from.
I might have a picture on my phone right now.
Yo.
Of
All right. If he's got it, we're going to throw that up on the screen.
Of your grandmother, your grandfather, and your aunt, or your great aunt.
I survived Dewey 85.
Dewey 85.
Damn. Well, with that, we'll let you know that we survived Dewey 25 because it's the end of August. I've been out here roughly 5 weeks, and we're closing the trip up with this podcast with Pops on the last day. So, with that said, you got some last words?
Well, yeah, I just got to say, like, it's been like, for you to be here for these 5, it's always good to see you for 5 weeks and all, but like, the stuff we got accomplished too while you're here, all the stuff you did for us here at the house. I mean, you can't see the walls right now, but we got fresh coat of paint.
Hey.
Interior work, got some outside painting done, the shutters.
Jason, Doug, shout out my boys,
good.
giving me the freaking knowledge.
Everything looked good. Did some tree work this afternoon.
Kahu to the rescue, I be climbing.
He climbs barefoot halfway, like 20 feet up in the tree, and cuts off like 5 branches. You know, like...
Hey, it's not a problem for me to bring my expertise from Maui back to your place and share it.
But it's definitely been like, it's been an awesome, time for us to have you. Have you home for 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's been great for me too, and thank you for shooting so many music videos. Hopefully, I can get rich off this music and not have to be working my ass off on Maui and come stay for more than a month at a time.
Yeah, I hope my hand wasn't too shaky.
Yeah, shaky's cool. We work with what we got. And with that, baby, we are gonna close it on up. Thank you, Pops. Appreciate you for life and for everything we got going on here. You know what I mean? Click like, click subscribe, share if you care. I would say subscribe to Pops, but he don't do none of this shit. So if you come to a contest on the East Coast, you might see him. If not, he gonna be the guy that got the shaky camera holding. That was on the, you'll see him in the video credits. You know what I'm saying?
Shaky hands.
Shaky hands.
Shaky Eddie.
All right, so like I said, click like, click subscribe, share if you care. If not, don't matter to me, because I'm still going up there, and that's the motherfucking top, baby. Who we hold, Kako?
Language. Peace.